I do think that meeting people online can be beneficial. One example I like to think of is if you're talking to someone that you've heard of but you never met before. I mean, I think that that's totally okay and fine, but you know, there's got to be boundaries to that, of course. So I think it's dynamic. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can go about that.
Yeah, I do have some positive experiences from meeting people online. I've met two of my really good friends through social media, just talking about like similar interests that we have, and we've ended up being friends for like over years, and like we keep in touch with each other like all the time. We talk about how our lives going and everything. Like we're pretty close.
All right, well, building off of what you said, I do agree that technology can really help with building positive connections. For example, I had this great best friend that I had since I was little. Her name was Yasleen, and when she moved away from my neighborhood, I was obviously heartbroken because we've grown up together, but soon we found each other on social media. At the time we didn't have phones, so we couldn't connect with each other that much, but then we were able to connect with each other on social media, and now I know how school is going for her, and soon she's going to college, so she will give me some advice on how that goes for her. So yeah, it was just great, and I love using my phone for those reasons, especially to maintain my relationship with many people.
But also it's kind of scary because you have to make sure people are real. They're not out to like try to scam you or, you know, get money from you or anything like that. Personally, whenever someone that I don't know adds me, I like to go through like their following list, their pictures, just to see if they have like reliable sources that say that they're real before telling them any information like my name, my age, where I live, anything like that. Did I eat? Snap for me.
To piggyback off of what you were talking about with privacy, I also like when somebody goes to add me, for example on Instagram, somebody goes to add me, I will check to see if they're following people I know or if somebody I know is following them, because if they're following other people I know but that person is following them back, I kind of have in the back of my mind like, oh, this person is either trying to scam me or trying to do something that is not ethical online that I don't want to have in my like social life.
Some red flags that I do look out for if I'm ever talking to someone I don't like know in person or if I'm meeting them online is I make sure to like if they're asking too much for like my information, like where I live or people I know, even if they start asking for like money or different things like my schedule, like if I go to this place or that place, like if they're like asking for really personal information or anything.
I agree because location is very like private information and you shouldn't be able to share that to anyone, and you shouldn't share where you go to school to, where you work at. It's private and it's like no one should know that type of information. Age is like a red flag to me.
I do feel comfortable sharing my relationships, like especially online with my parents, because I feel like if you're talking to someone online and you're not comfortable to share it with your parents, it's probably not safe or someone you shouldn't be talking to.
Well, I'm really happy that we got together to talk about this because, I mean, these are things that can be applied anywhere, you know, even if you're just now getting into social media or something like that, you know, a lot of these principles still need to be applied because there's a lot of boundaries that need to be set, you know, of course. So, you know, I'm happy that we get to discuss this and we can agree on these things, that we have these tactics to use in our future.